These are the words that you're going to see constantly. You're going to see that this is what are gay issues, and this is what's important to gay people. And we work on a slightly different plane. You would think that the gay Moses came down from the mountain with a tablet that said, "Gay people, this is what is important to you." And
you know what's convenient about this list? All of these seem to require government action. All of them seem to require, we have to have a bigger government to take care of the poor gays because they can't take care of themselves. We have to make sure that we have, government laws protecting hate speech, hate crimes, bullying. We got to have unisex bathrooms, and the government has to enforce unisex bathrooms. We have to have, all the talk civil rights and equality, and the government, of course, has to enforce all of these important things, which is convenient because it's the left who has set the agenda for what are the gay issues. So the only thing that's going to make the list of the gay issues are things that liberals are for. Anything that liberals are not for is not going to be on the list of the approved gay Moses issues.
Right. And that's just it. And so one thing we do at GOProud is we bring the perspective of limited government conservatives to every issue and how every issue affects gay people and what our perspective is on that issue. And so we see every day almost, and when you see things happening on Capitol Hill, the gay left either ignoring policy proposals that could benefit the lives of gay people or actively opposing policy proposals that could benefit the lives of gay people simply because they happen to be a conservative or a free market policy proposal to a problem affecting Americans.
If you'll look, missing from the list of the gay issues are things like taxes, healthcare, jobs, the economy, spending, debt, foreign policy. Any of these other issues seem to be missing from the list of what are the gay issues. But the funny thing is, when I sit down at night with my partner and we talk about what are the issues impacting us, we are rarely talking about hate speech or unisex bathrooms. We are talking about retirement security and health care and jobs and the economy. And those are issues that impact all Americans, including gay Americans. But the difference is they impact gay Americans differently. And that's one of the things that we have done as an organization, is talk to those other issues. It's honestly malpractice. It is complete and total malpractice that groups like HRC and the task force spend gobs and gobs of money talking about legislative proposals that affect only a sliver of the gay community while ignoring completely the issues that impact every single gay person in this country. There's not a gay person in this country who doesn't have to worry about health care or retirement security or jobs unless you work for HRC, but you don't have to worry about a job.
And they have a lot of people working.
They have more people working at HRC than work at the Republican National Committee.
So
and they're just as effective.
Let's take some of the issues of the day that are big issues in this country, and over maybe the last year and a half, 2 years, and talk about conservative policy solutions that benefit everybody and how they affect gay people. And we'll also talk about how the left responds to those proposals. Let's talk about healthcare reform. We touched on this in the last session. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, you remember there was a debate about the public option. Of course, what they left out of the debate about the public option was it was institutionalized discrimination against gay people. Because of DOMA, any public option would not include the ability of gay people to have their partners covered on their insurance. That was an amazing point that I never heard from Nancy Pelosi and the left. Where was HRC and the task force opposing the government option? Well, nowhere to be seen, because at the end of the day, their loyalty is to the DNC, their loyalty is to Nancy Pelosi. It's not to the concerns of average gay people. We supported free market healthcare reforms that would have allowed people to purchase insurance across state lines, that would have ended the dependence on the employer or government-based healthcare system, and instead have an individual-based healthcare system, so that you can go out into the free market and buy insurance policies that fit the needs of you and your family. And that if you live in some place like Alabama, you don't have to wait around 100 years for Alabama state government to decide to treat you decently. You can go online and purchase insurance from Vermont or Massachusetts that covers you and covers your partner. Where was the gay left supporting these types of reforms? Nowhere at all, because once again, they didn't fit within the worldview that Nancy Pelosi and the left had set down and said, these are the gay issues.
Right. So that was a big issue that we worked on, and in fact, we